Friday Night Blitz.
Welcome into Friday Night Blitz. Today is Friday, November 1st. In Brevin, we have playoff football.
The playoffs?
The
That's
playoffs?
right. That's right. Postseason action doesn't get better than this. So we had 6 teams in action tonight, and we'll have one more tomorrow as well.
All right, well, let's jump right into the action right here in town as Twin Falls hosted Lewiston. We're going to pick up from this game in the second half where the Bruins are only up 10-3. However, the Bruins dominate the rest of the game. Junior quarterback Ty Hess hands off to senior running back Sam Martin. He punches it in for an easy Bruins touchdown. Twin up 17-3. They get the ball back, and on their next possession will continue right where they left off. Hess takes the snap and finds a wide open lane down the middle, and he is off, slicing through the Bengals defense and giving a commanding lead to the Bruins. It's now 24-3. Now the Bengals trying to put something together to keep themselves in this ball game, but quarterback Mason Way fumble after this tackle right here, and the Bruins recover. 2 rushing touchdowns for the Bruins so far in the second half. Why not make it 3? Running back Amos Coombe takes the handoff and beats towards the sideline where he was wide open to waltz into the end zone. The Bruins player were going crazy for the entire second half. I like this energy.
Awesome.
Keep this coming for the playoffs, guys. They win this one 31-9 over the Bengals, and they are hyped. They'll be heading next week into the 5A quarterfinals.
Yeah, no, awesome win there for Twin Falls.
Big win. Continuing in 5A, we're over in Rupert. Minico hosting Emmett in a playoff rematch from last season. Spartans with great field position from an onside kick, and then Preston Sonnekrantz, come on, finds the end zone. Minico strikes quick and leads by a score. Next drive, trouble with the snap on 4th down. It sails over top on the punt attempt. Minico would end up getting the tackle. It's going to be 1st and inches for the Spartans. So, hey, Brevin, come on, let's do it again.
We know what's happening.
Come on, give it again. Direct snap to Sonnekrantz. Minico up 2 scores. Everyone's loving what they're seeing so far in this first quarter action. Let's go to the second. Nowhere to go right here for Ryder Sheeby, and taken down by Will Nielsen. Minico would then get the ball back. It's going to be in the hands of their quarterback, Braxton Trinkle. Looks to his left, finds Ethan Heward, shakes the tackle, and is off to the races. He had a great vision and look, but just gets tackled inside the 5, so guess who? Preston Sonnekrantz. Way too easy for my guy. Minico is up 3 scores. They get the ball back again. Turnover on downs. Brevin, do you want to guess where this one's going?
I'm going to guess
Sonnekrantz. He said, hey, little boy, get off of me. And that man does what again? 4 touchdowns. He would end up finishing with 5. Minico tames the Huskies. 4-6. They're heading to the second round as well.
My goodness, talk about a man on a mission in that one. Well, now moving down to Class Buell, taking on Marsh Valley, 14-7 at the half. We'll start in the third quarter. Zach Ozzvito takes the snap, handoff to Gabe Finley, finds the cutback lane there, and he's off to the races. Buell takes a 20-7 lead after the missed extra point. I believe it was actually blocked, not missed, but you know, we'll go with it. A few drives later, Buell on the goal line, and again, it's going to be Finley. This first burst here, the refs say no, so he's going to have to power through on the second attempt with a bunch of guys on him, and Buell up 26-7 after another blocked extra point. Marsh Valley on the offense now in this one. Ball on the ground, and the Indians are going to recover this one at about midfield. Porter Higley dives on top of that one, and then check out this on the next play. Little trickery. I got fooled here a little bit as well. Zach Ozzvito fires a deep ball to Castor Schilder. He was great tonight, Cole. He was open on almost every route that I saw, which this set up another Indian score. This time, Dallas Price, and the price was right tonight for Buell as they take this one in convincing fashion, 38-15 to end Marsh Valley's season.
Price is right. That was good.
Yeah,
that was good. That was good. Brevin, you were obviously on site for it, but I mean, just check this out. You pointed this out to me. A great job by their fields crew. This is what playoff football is all about, making sure they have a great scene for the playoffs.
Yeah, no, those lines too in the end zone, that's tough. And they were looking very clean and crisp. Hats off to the Buell grounds crew there. Hey, and coming up, we'll have some more action on Friday Night Blitz from Hagerman taking on Raft River. Stick around. Well, welcome back into the Blitz. We'll head down to the 8-man ranks where maybe the state's hottest team, the Hagerman Pirates, welcomed a familiar foe to town this time for a state play-in game. Hagerman taking on Raft River in this one. The team they beat last week on the road 42-6. This time, though, taking them on at home. First drive for the Pirates. Handoff here to Martin Gonzalez, and Gonzalez is gonzo here down the side. Hagerman, they're going to take an 8-0 lead on that. About 60-yard run from Gonzalez, and that the 2-point conversion was good for them as well. They dominated this game, and on the very next drive, Wyatt Mavenkamp takes the snap here, rolls out to his right, finds his man open in the end zone. It's not Macaulay Culkin, but Shane Jameis Merrill was home alone for the long score. Pirates up 16-0 early after another 2. The defense wants some action as well. McCoy Spencer dropping back. It's Wyatt Mavenkamp again, this time on the defensive side, picking it off and returning it for a short gain. And once again, on the next play, Mavenkamp all over these highlights. He's going to be looking deep this time down the sideline, and he's going to find his all-state receiver, his -1 receiver, Kai Kendall, wide open down the sidelines. Touchdown Pirates. They led 24-0 in 6 minutes of game time and ended Raft River season with a 50-26 win, more than likely setting up a rematch with Valley next weekend.
Oh, hey, we don't have game of the week anymore, but is that game of the week?
That could be it,
could be game of the week. Well, we're off to Dietrich. They had the ball to start this one, and they didn't want to wait to start scoring. Senior quarterback Connor Perkins, it's what he does. He hands off to Whiteside, cuts inside, and finds the end zone. Put the Blue Devils up by 8. Now, Chow's trying to respond. Senior quarterback Jason Farr sees Tej Erickson open downfield, takes a shot, but can't haul it in. So Dietrich takes over on downs, gets back to work. Perkins dumps it off to Brody Torgerson, gets a nice block from Seddon, and runs out of bounds for a nice gain and the first down. We like that. Now, take a look at this play. This is just a Connor Perkins masterclass magician, Brevin. This is what he does. He scrambles, gets around multiple defenders, finds a wide open gap, and turns what could have been a sack into a touchdown. This one, Dietrich runs wild. 54-6. They're moving on to the second round.
Yeah, and good for them. And also one more final game tonight. Shoshone was in action earlier today for a matchup with Garden Valley. But Cole, they're the only team of our area tonight to fall. They fell 32-8. Great season for the Indians. Their first playoffs since 2000. I don't know about you, but I was 2 months old last time they were in the playoffs. So that's
right
crazy
around
to
that
be
same
here.
spot. And Brevin, another team in action tomorrow. Glennsfair will be traveling to take on Kamai in the first round of the 2A playoffs. Kickoff from that one from 1, so we'll definitely have a mention of that.
Yeah, definitely a mention.
Show.
Maybe I believe they were streaming that one as well, so we might have some highlights depending on that.
And of course, it's not a football show without mentioning Boise State. They were in action tonight back on the blue, taking on San Diego State, and Brevin dominating 56-24. Mad Dog Max Madsen, 24-32 for 307 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dog. Absolute dog. Meanwhile,
Speaking of.
Yeah, Heisman contender Ashton Genty, 149 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns as well. Broncos remain dominant in conference play.
Yeah.
Brevin, that was a great first week of playoffs, and capping that off with some Boise State as well.
Yeah, no, what a great first night of the playoffs. Almost all of our area teams picking up wins as well. I mean, it's been a great week. Boise State picking up the win. Great night for Idaho football all around for everybody.
It's a great night. Tune in next week, round 2 of the playoffs. We'll have 4 teams who were in action with byes taking on some opponents. So tune in right here same time next week.
We'll see you next week.